'Twas 2 weeks before Halloween, my favorite time of the year. For decorating and celebrating, no time to shed a tear. The creatures were strewn through the yard for all to stare, in hopes that the great pumpkin soon would be there. I'm exhausted, I heard run through my head. Too consuming it is, all this planning ahead. With my brain buzzing a decor recap, it was obviously time for more than a nap. When out of my phone there came a loud ring. I jumped to see what was wrong with the thing. To the iPhone I grabbed with a mad dash, opened the screen and messages to rehash. The glow from my screen on sleepy eyes gave me the most unexpected surprise. As to my inquiring eyes it would soon appear, the dates for the Sephora sale that we all revere. My beauty instinct responded without a flick. I need a recommendation list very quick. To my loves list I went. I must find the best of you, even though Sephora had said, no storefront for you. Now Danessa, now Natasha, now Fenty and K18, on Dior, on Biossance, on Drybar and Givenchy. To the top of the list, to the recommended for all. Now let's inspire them, y'all. With that being said, my friends, I'll cut this parody short. I'm happy to share the wonders I report. And in case you enjoy these products I review, make sure to hit that like button and remember to subscribe too. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to go over all of the things in my loves list and my recommendations for this upcoming Sephora sale. So if that's something that you'd want to see, then please keep on watching. Okay guys, so as stated after all the silliness there, today we're going to go through some of my recommendations for the upcoming Sephora VIB sale. So first I'm going to do recommendations of things that I've already used and recommend because they're like one of my favorite things. And then I'm going to go ahead and give you my recommendations of like what I'm looking to pick up for myself that I probably haven't tried. So before we get started, the dates are, so this starts on Halloween, October 31st, and it runs until November 10th. So for, this always starts for Rouge. So it starts October 31st to November 10th for Rouge members. And for VIB members, it's November 4th to November 10th. And then for Insider members, it is November 4th to November 10th. So from October 31st to November 10th, the Sephora collection is 30% off. Rouge gets 20% off, VIB 15% off, and Insiders get 10% off. So most of the time for me, I will use this deal for things that you don't usually get on sale, and some of the brands that like never go on sale, or perfumes, or Christmas presents. So if there was something specifically that I want to pick up for someone for Christmas, this is a great time to do it. So we'll go ahead and I will navigate to Sephora here, and we will go ahead and go through what is in my recommendation list. So last year, a lot of the things that I recommended sold out. Now I'm not going to recommend something ridiculous like a very expensive moisturizer or perfume or anything like that. I'm going to recommend things that I think, or that I've used for one, and that are good stocking stuffers, or just good maybe for yourself as a little bonus for yourself while you're doing your Christmas shopping. So I'm not going to recommend something that's over the top because I can't afford that stuff. So why would I bother recommending it to somebody? So the first thing that I see that I'd really like to have, or that I can recommend, is a bunch of things from Fenty. So we'll go ahead and get the Fenty out of the way right away. And the first thing it would be the Fenty by Rihanna Butter Drop Refill Whipped Oil Body Cream with tropical oils and shea butter. And this is in the scent Salted Caramel. So I know that I have the lip mask in Salted Caramel and it is great. And I also have the body milk in Salted Caramel and it is just fantastic. The smell is just glorious. So I would highly recommend to get that cream, and I'd get it pretty quickly because I believe on Fenty.com it's sold out already. So if you can get your hands on that, I'd go ahead and grab that. Let's go see what's next for Fenty. Fenty also this year has a lot of little sets that are really nice. So this little lip set here is the Glow and Extra 2-piece lip set, and it comes with a lip liner and one of the little, what's she call these? Um, it comes in traced out longwear waterproof lip pencil and extra thigh, and then the Gloss Bomb stick, High Shine Gloss Stick and Fenty Glow. So that I don't have either of those shades, even though I have quite a few of those products. So that is something that I'd probably pick up, and that was something that also would make a good stocking stuffer. All right. I know I have more Fenty on my list here. Oh, here's one. So the Fenty by Beauty by Rihanna, the Mista and Body Fragrance Mist is fantastic. So I picked this up about, a month or so ago, not long after it came out, and I've really been enjoying it. It really does refresh your hair, and that smell, it lasts in your hair. I'll brush my hair the next day, and it'll still be there. It is great. So I also think that it's great if you work out a lot, like after you work out, to spray in your hair just to go ahead and refresh that. It's really great. It has the same or the same smell as her hair products. And it is just really, really beautiful. So that is also something that would be that, say you have like the niece that has everything, or the daughter that has everything, or the, sister that has everything. That would be a little stocking stuffer to put in their stocking. See if they didn't have that, that would be a great gift. Okay, next for Fenty, a couple more lip sets. So the Chocolate Treats Lip Luminizer and Lip Oil Duo. This is really nice. And that's another little nice stocking stuffer. Now, I do have I believe I have the chocolate lip gloss here. Let me see what the shades are. So as a Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer in the shade Hot Chocolate, which I do have. I love it. It's one of my favorites. And then the Fenty Lip Treats Oil and Cocoa Scent. So that would be, I don't have that one, and that would be really, really nice to have. And next on my list from Fenty, we have the Gloss Posse 8, 3-piece lip luminizer set, and that has 3 different shades of her lip gloss. And let me see what shades they are. It has the Gloss Bomb Stack and Sugar Plum Stack, the Spiked Hot Chocolate Stack, and the Lip Luminizer and Fenty Glow Fantasy. So that's really cool. Those are new shades, and I don't have any of them. And so I'll probably be picking that up for myself. And again, that's a nice little gift for somebody that maybe you might not be sure what to get them, or just to get them a little bit extra. Okay, what we got next? And then I have some perfumes in here, and I will always, always, always recommend the Fenty Eau de Parfum. So this is a beautiful perfume. I love this so much. I've got a lot of compliments on this. This is one of my most complimented fragrances that I've ever worn in my life. Only second to J'adore. So I wear a lot of Dior fragrances. I've loved them for a very long time. And J'adore is my absolute favorite. And I've got zillions and zillions and zillions of compliments on it. But I've also got a lot of compliments on the Fenty. So this has notes. This is a warm floral. It has magnolia, musk, and Bulgarian rose. It does have rose, but please don't say it's for old ladies, because it is so well done and so sophisticated. A very beautiful, sophisticated fragrance. This is not for old ladies, okay? It is not an elderly fragrance. It is a beautiful fragrance. So, yes, you probably have to like a rose fragrance to wear it, but the other notes and the depth of it are just so glorious. So I always get a little bit irritated when I see people say that. So it's just beautiful fragrance. Put yourself out there a little bit and wear it. That's all I have to say. Okay, so next thing on my recommended list, I have a set from Dermalogica. This is the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant Refillable Exfoliator. And the reason that I picked this for my list is because I am a daily user of the micro exfoliant, and I love it. And so this is a little bit more sustainable way to refill your container. It has the container and a refill. Then you can just come back and buy the refill instead of having to buy the whole container over again. So I thought that was really nice, and I figured I'd put it on my list as a recommendation. I'll probably be picking that up for myself. But I do use that exfoliator every day. I swear by it. It's excellent for texture. All right, what's next here? Let me see if I missed anything at the top. Okay, so my next recommendation is another perfume. And this is the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. This is the mini rare eau de parfum set with vanilla and caramel. And I have this, and at first I didn't really know what to think of this fragrance. It is very different. It is very light. It's almost like an uplifting type of a scent. And it's not a heavy, like foodie type of vanilla. It is a very, very unique and a very beautiful scent. I actually have come to really, really like it. So this set comes with the little mini travel size perfume and then a little roller ball. And that roller ball is really, really nice. You get quite a bit of perfume out of it. I really enjoy this. Let me give you the notes on this. I'm not a big perfume person. I like what I like. But this is a warm and spicy scent. And I'm going to have to agree it is lightly warm and light spice, but it's not really that spicy. Warm and sweet gourmands and caramel, vanilla, and sandalwood. And yeah, that's about it. But it's not a gourmand-ish, really heavy gourmand scent. It's lighter. It has that little sandalwood that comes in kind of behind it. And it is just, it's really, really beautiful. I really enjoy that one. Didn't think that I would, but I do. So I put it up there on my recommendations list as something that, you know, you could get, either try for yourself or to give it to somebody else. The next thing I have on my list is from Natasha Denona, and this is called My Dream Pouch. And I'm seriously thinking of picking this up as a Christmas present for somebody for Christmas. And I think that this is a really great deal, especially with the discount from Sephora. So this is a little set with a makeup bag from Natasha Denona, and inside it's a 5-piece set, and it has full and mini size mauve eye, cheek, and lip essentials and a chic complimentary makeup pouch. So let me see exactly what's in here. She has the My Dream crayon in the shade Natasha. She has her My Dream lipstick. She has My Dream blush duo. And that's a mini rose cheek duo with shades from the iconic My Dream cheek trio. The My Dream baby eyeshadow palette, which is really cute, and the cosmetic pouch. So I thought this was a great deal for Natasha Denona. I mean, usually you're going to pay for her minis, which her minis usually have 5 shades, but they're like $30. The little blushes are $30. So I thought that this was a great deal at this price, and this is an excellent gift to give somebody with the shades in here being so neutral. It was just give somebody that you don't know what to get, or just a little extra for somebody. And then I have another recommendation from Natasha Denona on here. Oh, 2 more. So next is probably my favorite palette of the year. And this is the Eye Sculpt Texture and Tone Eyeshadow Palette. And I got the dramatic one shown here. And I absolutely love this palette. I have used it almost nonstop since the day that I did the impressions video on it. And I love it. It is just absolutely phenomenal. Just an incredible palette. The way that it's organized and by undertones, and then the usability to where how it's explained to how you use this palette, and just the ease of the monochromatic look, just incredible. I think Natasha Denona is a genius. I also really like Natasha's work on Instagram, where she does a lot of reviews herself, or I'm sorry, looks herself. And she's excellent to follow. It's a lot of fun. The shades are beautiful. Something different every day if you want. I mean, wear the same thing every day if you want. It's all up to you. But I really, the shades that caught my attention when I bought this palette were the neutral row and the cool tone row, and they are my favorites. So highly 10 out of 10 recommend that palette. Get it for yourself for a little, you know, Christmas extra, but it is just fantastic. And the other thing I have from Natasha Denona would be the little essential eyeshadow duo. And this is in the color Mia. So it's just two little shades. There's a transition in a a pink sparkly shade. And that is so cute. That is just so, so cute. So I absolutely have to have this as to add to my growing Natasha Denona collection. And I would highly suggest picking that one up. Next, we'll roll over to Danessa Myricks. And of course, I have to absolutely recommend the Lightwork 7 eyeshadow palette that was just released. And I have a first impressions video on that. And then I also am wearing that palette today. Oh, so stunning. So, so stunning and so easy to work with. Just beautiful. Not enough words. I'm not going to dwell on it, but I will reiterate that if you're going to get this, I would grab it because her Lightwork 6 sold out and is never returned. I look for this one to do the same thing because it is just beautiful. And with 20%, if you're a Rouge coming up, I would go ahead and grab that one. Okay, next on my list here, let me see, is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlock palette. I skipped last year's because I bought it the year before, but this year I did pick up this one. This is the horse one, and it is stunning. I'm wearing the blush and some of the bronzer today, also the highlighter. I love this, and yeah, I bought it for myself for Christmas, but I just couldn't help myself to get into it and try it. Just absolutely glorious. However, the horse one is sold out. I don't know if it'll come back in time for this sale. And then looks like the deer is sold out, but they still have the swan and they still have the fox palette left. So if those are things that you think you're gonna want, I would actually grab that. But just know, if you do, that those are stunning, absolutely stunning. Okay, the next thing I have here is the Kerastase set, the Elixir Ultime, an 8-hour magic bestsellers hair gift set. So this is very nice. This sold out last year. I look for it to sell out this year. And that hair serum that you leave it in your hair at night, like before you wash it, you put it in at night. And this is for all hair types and textures. So it says it's a limited day to night routine featuring a full-size luxurious hair oil and a travel size night serum to enhance hair shine and smooth frizz. Oh, let me tell you, that works so, so well. And for my mess, if anything can help me with this, it is a godsend. I love that. I missed this actually. I missed ordering this actually last year. It was sold out. It went super fast. This year I'm going to try to nab it. I have it in my cart. So I would 10 out of 10 highly recommend that serum. Okay, so here's a little Sephora Favorites holiday value set. Now, I don't find a lot of value in a lot of those sets, but this one I did. I thought this was really nice. And this has many different lip products. I see a Tower 28, I believe, in here. Let me see if I'm seeing things. Oh, it looks like that's Huda. But it has Kosas. It has a lip liner by Say, Yves Saint Laurent, Love Shine Plumping Oil Stick, Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in there, a Huda Beauty Faux Filter Shiny Non-Sticky Lip Gloss, that's full size, Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plumping Gloss, in Honeysuckle, that is a really nice shade, I do have that, has a Dr. Dennis Gross Skincare in here, Dr. Jart Clarins, Lancome Juicy Tubes Original, and Marshmallow Electro, ooh. Okay, I have another Danessa Myricks item on here, and I am the biggest fan of Danessa Myricks, but this is the Color Fix Sticks multi-use pearl pigment stick for eye, lip, and cheek. So I have 2 of these. I have, I think, number 2, and I have number 8. And I'd love to have at least one more, but I highly recommend these. These are phenomenal, phenomenal products. I'm not going to dwell. But if you're looking for a really nice, easy to use stick cream eyeshadow, I would go ahead and grab one of these. So the next thing I have here, and I thought this was really cute, and also a stocking stuffer. This is a Tower 28 Beauty Mini Little Softies Soft Lippy Lip Treatment Set, and it has 4 different flavors. I really like Tower 28 lip gloss. It is really, really nice without being sticky. It's a great deal. You could have one in every purse, put it in your car, whatever. Love it. I look for that to sell out. Okay, the next thing I have to recommend, this did sell out last year, is this little Makeup Forever uh, color lip pencil set. This is just glorious. There's 5 different popular shades from Makeup Forever. It's a little container, so you take the top off and they all sit in that little lid, and you can just like sit it on your vanity that way. Love these pencils. Love Makeup Forever. Highly recommend that. This was a sellout last year, so if you're gonna get this, go ahead and grab it. Alrighty, my next recommendation here on my list is another perfume sampler, and this is by Fleur. So this is the mini perfume sampler set. I don't look for this to be around long either. I do love Fleur's perfumes. So we have Missing Person, Father Figure, Vanilla Skin, and Rose Whip. I think Rose Whip is a newer one, as is Vanilla Skin, but Father Figure and Missing Person, I believe they have been around for a while. So I would highly recommend this at this price. I think it's a great price on these, especially with a discount. Another fragrance that I will recommend, and I picked this set up last year. This is by Replica. This is by the Fireplace gift set, and I love this. I've used it all year. I love this fragrance. I think it's great any time of the year, but especially for fall because it has that little smoky, spicy scent. Oh, just love this. So 10 out of 10, highly recommend that. That's a good price on that, $100. Plus you'd have the discount, the VIB discount. So yeah, I highly, highly recommend that fragrance. Okay, next on my list of recommendations is by Biossance. And this is the Rapid Radiance set. And you get these 4 little different products. In here, it's only $39, plus you'd get a discount on this. This is for skin concerns of fine lines and wrinkles, dryness, dullness, uneven texture, loss of firmness or elasticity, or dark circles. And the products that you get in here are the Marine Algae Eye Cream, the Lactic Acid Resurfacing Night Cream, the Omega Repair Cream, and the Vitamin C Rose Oil. So all these products I have, all these products I use. I am wearing the Marine Algae Cream today. I love Biossance. Highly recommend this. So if you've never tried it, this is a great way to do that. And that's one of the things I like about this kind of shopping is that you can get these little sets if you've never tried anything before and try them out for yourself. And maybe find a new favorite, right? Okay, I'm getting down to the end of my suggestions here. And the last one that I have for recommendations of things that I've tried is the K18 Biometric Hair Science Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask. Oh, love, love, love. Love, love, love K18. And this one is a scented one. So this is a limited edition scent. So it's a collab from K18 and X Future Society. K18 just is so, it just does wonders for my hair. Absolute, absolute wonders. It makes it like, I can even tell after I've used K18 in my hair that it doesn't, there's not as much breakage. Like when I brush it out and everything, there's very, very few hairs when I brush my hair. Just incredible. So I 10 out of 10 highly recommend picking up a K18 product. Not necessarily this one in particular as it's scented, but it says that the notes are bergamot, freshwater lily, and papyrus. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen papyrus as a note before. So yeah, I'll be grabbing that for sure. And I would highly recommend anything K18. Okay, so now we're going to get into a few things that I would like to, these are like things that I would like to have for myself. Maybe not necessarily that I'm going to get for myself. And you might laugh, think it's kind of funny. But I'd like to have these things. So I thought this was really interesting. This is M.pH by Mary Phillips. This is a Lip Siggy sheer lipstick balm. And it comes in all kinds of really different shades. And I think, you know, Lip Siggy, it's a long, skinny stick. So I can see where they drew that conclusion. But I thought this was really cool and I'd really like to try this. I don't know if this is a new brand, but I really like that darker shade. I think that's called, what is this? Sheer Black Currant. So I think I'm going to grab that for myself. And I'll let you know if I get it and how it is. The next thing that I'd like to pick up for myself is this perfume by Jo Malone. So this is the Ginger Biscuit Cologne Travel Spray. And I'd really like to try that. The reviews seem pretty good, so I'd like to really try that for myself. The next thing I'd like to try is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mini Embers eyeshadow palette. This is their new holiday edition eyeshadow palettes, which are always really good. I'm just drawn to this color story for some reason. I can't quite explain why, but I am a really big fan of Anastasia's eyeshadows. I really like how they blend. I always get usually their holiday palettes. Last year it was the Sugar and the Spice palette, which I think the Spice palette they still have on their website for sale. So yeah, that I'd love to pick that up for myself as just a little palette. And let's get back to Sephora to my list here. The next thing I'd like to pick up for myself is a Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez Amber Vanilla Rare fragrance, and it's out of stock again. If this comes back in stock, I'm going to grab it. It was out of stock when I made this list. It come back in stock. It was like there yesterday, and now it's out of stock again, so it must just be really popular. But this is actually a fragrance balm that you put on as a layering, fragrance layering technique. So you could put that balm on, then use the her new perfume on top of it. If that comes back into stock, I'm gonna try to pick it up for myself, and if not, I will just get it the next time that I see it. But there's other ones too. She has a floral peony fragrance balm, but I really wanted the amber vanilla because the perfume has amber and vanilla in it, so I'd really like to try it. The next thing that I'd like to pick up for myself is this by Givenchy. It is the Givenchy Prisma Libra bronzing powder. And I don't know what it is, but something is just calling my name. So I never really got into a lot of bronzers. I have some bronzers, but they're mostly by the same brands. And I'd really like to try this bronzer. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the packaging so beautiful or it's just the combination of the shades or whatever, but I'd really like to try to pick this up for myself. I just think it's really, really beautiful. Next on the list for me to try for myself is, I'd like to try these Say Mini Dew Blush Trio gift set. I think these are really beautiful blushes. They're minis, not that expensive. I haven't tried their blush at all, I don't believe. I think I have a bronzer upstairs that I really liked, so I'd like to try these. All right, next thing, I'm almost done. Almost done. Okay, next thing for me that I'd like to try is this. I never got to try the Yves Saint Laurent little blushes. So I see that this year they have the YSL Iconic Pink Make Me Blush and Love Shine Lip Oil Stick Set. I think that blush runs about $48, and I'm not sure how much they sell that little balm for, but it's $64 overall. It says it's a $90 value, so I don't know. And with a Rouge discount, that's going to be a little bit less. But I'd really like to try their blush. I haven't tried it. I know it went viral for a second. But I didn't get it then because I really didn't want to spend that kind of money on a blush. Okay, let me see what else. I think I only have one more thing that I'd like to try. And this is it. This is the Dior Backstage Eyeshadow Palette. So I have never tried Dior makeup at all. Oh yeah, I have tried the mascara and I really did like that. But I think I had got a little sample of it in some Sephora, stuff that come free. So I am drawn to this color story. I think it's very, very beautiful. I've never tried their eyeshadow before. I don't really think the $55 is too bad for a palette, and I'll have the Rouge discount on top of it. So there's 3 different color stories there. However, this neutral one is the one that draws me the most. So I think I'm going to try to pick that up and see what it is. One more little thing that I want to point out, and this, I have these, and I kind of forgot about them the first time. But if you need eyeshadow brushes, and Sephora has some of the best eyeshadow brushes that are affordable, professional, and this is a Sephora collection 8-piece Pro Face and Eye Brush set, and it comes in a little container, and I think this is really cute. And their brushes, their Pro brushes are really, really good. I use them all the time. Absolutely love them. So if you're looking for brushes, makeup brushes, or eyeshadow brushes, or the powder brushes or whatever, I would highly, highly recommend that. It is a really good deal for that little set there. I mean, usually you could pay $30 for a bronzer brush, you know, and here you have a set of 8 of them for $99, then you'd have your discount on top of that. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend Sephora's brushes. They are just absolutely fantastic. So that is it. That is my recommendations from the Sephora sale. Don't mind my shade at them for their storefront thing. Yes, they're going to tell everybody no. They're going to go after people with a lot of followers. However, I don't really think it would hurt Sephora to try to support the little guys once in a while. You know? Okay. So anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch my video. If you liked the video, please, please, please hit the like button and subscribe. Will you be picking any of these items up that I have picked out? What do you think that I might have missed? Is there something that you're going to get that might not have made it on my list? Let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next one.